Hey guys, Brian Fisher with Edge Fitness again, coming to you to talk about a good fun one. Again, I mean, all of them are fun, right? Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, but right now, one of the big things that we have as we're going through, we're always on a journey, we're progressing, we're making it, and we keep pushing, we keep pushing, we keep pushing. I had someone just do another in-body scan here as kind of a starting point for where they're at, and they were looking like, wow, that's some big numbers they were looking at facing. Well, good conversation to have. Know your why. Make sure you understand why you're doing what you're about to start doing. Try to make some positive life changes. If you know your why, you can endure any how. And if you know that why, you can endure the how. What's the next step? Making sure that you know, okay, what am I doing? What am I going to keep doing? And it comes back to that why. And when you see maybe some big numbers, or are you seeing the progress that you want to see, you have to think, and as you make that progress, as you achieve those goals, people are like, okay, now what? We've got our 50 Strong program going on right now. People are in there working hard. They're doing awesome. Already hearing some great reports of good success early on, which we love it. The hard work that they're doing is paying off. Hopefully if we're giving them good information, good programming, good coaching, accountability from the group, all of that comes together to equal success. As long as you can do it consistently, you can do it properly. Those are two key things, but you have to think long term, because challenges are great. They can be great ways to jumpstart things, get it going, kick it off, really recommit, commit, wherever you're at in that process. They only last for so long. Okay? It's a 50-day challenge, or it's 6 weeks to this, or 10 weeks to that, or I've got vacation coming up, or this birthday, this anniversary, this kid's thing, whatever that might be, some milestone, some marker that you're working towards, or just wanting to be healthier and fitter. You have to think. Let's say if you're someone who's this X weight and I want to get to this weight. I'm at this body fat, I want to get to this body fat. I can lift this much, I want to be able to lift this much more. Okay, that's the cost of getting leaner, the cost of getting stronger. I want to be able to run this many miles, and right now I can only do this many. The cost of getting better endurance. I just kind of say that as the cost of getting lean. Whatever that fill in the blank for lean is for you, for your goal, there's a cost to it. We're going to kind of put that in. You have to budget, okay? That perspective. You have to budget your resources, your time. We all get, 24/7, 365. We say, I'm going to be pushing that hard. Well, you only get 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to fit all that in. And if you've never exercised before, maybe inconsistently, sporadically, or you do it consistently already, and you want to increase it to get your goals maybe a little bit faster or go further than you are because you just want to push a little bit more for some reason, those can be great things. Are you ready, willing, and able to pay that cost, that increased cost of getting lean? Again, whatever that lean is for you. Because if we look at our 4 pillars: movement, nutrition, recovery, mindset, there's an increased cost, and you have to decide, and this is some of the things that we sit down and can chat with about in that roadmap intro session, where we can sit down and say, okay, what are you currently doing? Okay, this is what I'm doing. Awesome. Movement, nutrition, recovery, mindset. This is where I want to go. Okay, whatever that gap is between where you are and where you want to be, there's a cost to go from point A to point B. As you look at making that roadmap plan, what's the nutrition cost or movement cost going to be? We'll start there. How often are you ready, willing, and able to commit to going to the gym, being active? Okay. For example, the 50 Strong doing 30 minutes of physical activity every day. We know they're getting more 3 days a week with the small group personal training sessions. Going for a walk, going for a bike ride, going for a run, doing some hiking, doing core work, stretching, yoga, whatever it is on those other days to get those 30 minutes. For some people, wow, that's easy. I get more than that already. Awesome. For some, that's a big jump. That's a big stretch. So what does that cost? What are the trade-offs going to be? Okay? Every yes to increasing your physical activity has to be defended by 1,000 no's. Not my saying, I forget who said it, but that is a very true statement, because that cost of scheduling in, getting others involved, that helps you pay that cost and do it consistently and properly. But the cost is still there of, what am I going to be able to do? Am I ready, willing, and able to commit to for my movement? How often am I willing to go to the gym? How often can I? Right? I'm a dad, business owner. I've got 2 kids, got my wife, got a lot going on from that perspective, and I know you do as well, right? If you've got grandkids, if you've got work, if you've got yard, house commitments, you've got other family, social life, all those things, you have to factor that in your budgeting of your resources, the 24/7, 365 that you have available, just like I do, to how often am I ready, willing, and able to go to the gym? That's that cost. And if you're already at a certain percent, oh man, I'm at 20% body fat and I want to get to 15. Okay, you're already going to the gym 3 days a week. Are you ready, willing, and able to commit to going 5 days a week? You're already going for an hour at a time. Can you increase that time? Are you ready, willing, and able to commit to increased intensity in that time? Working harder, right? You just have to work harder to get to your goals. Well, you gotta look at the big picture. You gotta do, yes, work harder, work smarter, but make sure you're doing the right work as well. Don't try to beat through a wall if there's a door that you could take instead, all right? So look for that right path that fits with what you're, again, ready, willing, and able to do, because, oh, sorry kids, we can't do this because I have to go to the gym. Why are you going to the gym? You've already gone 5 times this week. Are you willing to pay that cost? Oh, man, you're missing work. How come you're missing work? Oh, I'm going to the gym because I want to get from 20% to 15% body fat. What about that budget report that we need from you? I'll get that done. My body fat, got to get that. Oh yeah, no problem, right? What kind of boss is going to respond that way? Hopefully they're supportive, but getting others involved, big deal, great thing. Are you ready, willing, and able to pay the costs associated with that? How can you make that work? Can you? By getting others involved, usually gets a little bit easier, getting more support from home, from your group, from coaches, from trainers, whatever that might look like, to help you know how much, what cost is there associated with that. How can I meet that? Oh, man, that's not too bad. I'm early on, getting some good progress, and it's not taking too much effort, too much toll. I'm not trying to squeeze every last little bit of each day that I can, leaving myself just completely drained, because we'll get to recovery in a moment here. But there's that cost. If you feel like you're being able to sustain it consistently, you can keep doing it, not taxing you so much, doing it properly, it's moving you in the direction of your goals, you can pay that cost. That's a good thing, all right? Nutrition, right? This can be a big thing for all of us. Are you ready, willing, and able to not eat junk food? Okay? Cookies, cakes, donuts, only drink clear liquids, water, cut back on the pop, cut back on the alcohol. Are you willing to pay, ready, willing, and able to pay that cost? Okay? Maybe you're already feeling like, man, I'm already really dialed in on my nutrition. And some of these areas, that movement, nutrition, recovery mindset, when you think about dialing up, dialing down, that's a better way of thinking about it, to say, okay, how can I do a little bit better here on my movement, dial up. My nutrition, man, I'm already really dialed in. What are some other areas where I don't have to get every last little bit? You don't want to be maxed out 10s on all of these, because that's not sustainable. There's going to be times where end of school year, soccer games, baseball games coming up, you've got just everything going on. You don't have so much time. You have to dial down maybe a little bit here for a period of time, but deliberate choice to do it. That way you're in control and you're able to more easily get back into it than, I'm just too busy to get to the gym. Circumstances are beyond my control. I just can't do it. That's a passive choice. You got to make that active, deliberate, intentional choice in the process. So nutrition, same thing. Where can you dial up? Where can you dial down as needed and say, wow, I'm already, like, we're spending as much money as we can on groceries, can't afford to eat healthier or more of this, or just I'm trying to bulk up, so I need to do more here, or whatever that looks like. There's a cost associated with your nutrition. Are you ready, willing, and able to pay that increased cost to go further? Right? Usually there's ways that we can tweak that. I don't want this to sound like a whole doomsday scenario that it's just you can't pay the cost. You absolutely can. It's just finding where in those areas we need to dial up, where we can dial down, where we can get some more help, where we can, hey, here's a better way, here's a way to be more efficient with your time in the gym. Here's how we can be more efficient with the nutrition as well. Let's plan ahead a little bit more so you don't get caught off guard so much easy to do when you have busy schedules, believe me. And every night it's like, okay, dinosaur chicken nuggets again, or something quick that we're just going to pick up, and now we're spending all our money eating out when we could buy healthier foods at home and get everybody working together as best you can that fits your scenario, your situation, that you're ready, willing, and able to do with those around you to help get better nutrition and pay that cost of getting lean and make it an easier cost. When you share that load with others, the cost gets a lot easier to manage because everyone's helping, everyone's on the same page, less resistance to it. Now you can move forward more easily. So big deal on that one as well. When we get to recovery, right? Movement, nutrition, now recovery. Talked about, man, I'm just going to work harder and I'm going to go to the gym 8 days a week. I'm going to spend 3 hours there, and it's all going to be high intensity interval training and really functional movements at varied intensities, broad time, multiple domains, and all the most this, that. Okay, you can only train as much as you can recover. Are you ready, willing, and able to pay that cost? Because again, I'm 24 hours in a day and you need to recover. Are you getting enough sleep? Is your nutrition optimized to help you recover? Are you doing active recovery as part of your movement training to help you recover overall, so every day you don't feel like you're in the red and you just don't have anything left to give because, sorry, I can't do this because I got to go to bed early. I want to go hang out with friends or go to this business thing, but you know, I can't. I have to get to bed at 6 o'clock at night so I can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can do my 3 hours at the gym. And those costs can just kind of spiral and get out of control unless we can focus in on those dials, dial up, dial down, dial up, dial down with nutrition, and look at where can we get better at our recovery. As everything optimized so far, movement, nutrition, recovery. Do you have your sleep routine for when you go to bed? Do you have your wake up routine for when you get up each morning? Those consistent get up, wake up times. Getting into those habits. Those are going to help you maintain that budget, okay? That good financial stability across the board here for your body bank account to help you be ready, willing, and able to dial up, dial down to figure out, okay, where am I at for my cost? Because if you're not sleeping well, your hormones and everything are going to be off and you're not going to get the same results. You're not recovering for your body to repair itself, to not just respond. Man, I feel a great pump. I feel really good after a workout. That's a response. Adaptation is responses over time that add up to the results that you want to see of getting leaner, of getting stronger, of getting faster, of getting better endurance, getting more powerful. All those things that help you to reach your why and be able to endure the how, because you know the what is helping with each one of those and pointing back to that why. So that recovery, got to be dialed in on that. There is that cost. What are you ready, willing, and able to do to pay that cost of getting more and or better sleep and being able to help your body recover from the exercise that you've been doing? Do you have time to sit on with a Normatec leggings, getting compression therapy? Do you have time to get a massage every single day, to see a chiropractor a couple of times a week to help your body be as efficient as possible and to recover, and to do all the yoga classes on top of going to the gym? Prioritizing how you can balance those things out, dialing up, dialing down, getting some help with it can keep you from crashing because you're not recovering. And also part of recovery, big part of this, and helps to kind of cover all of it, is that mindset. Helps you keep your sanity. If you go into it with the right expectations, the right goals, the right plan, that's going to help you know, all right, my mindset, I am so stressed out with normal life, and now I have to fit all this extra fitness stuff in to reach my goal of wanting to lose 40, 50 pounds or drop 5 or 10% body fat, or to gain 20 pounds of muscle and strength. Okay, mindset is huge. I can't do this. I'm going to try it, but I know I can't do it. You're already going in with that kind of failure mindset. You need to have that good plan and know what kind of toll is this going to take on your mindset. Man, my spouse is just getting on me about being in the gym, about working out too much. I can't keep this up. My mindset is dropping. I'm getting more and more stressed, more and more agitated. I'm starting to get sick, not recovering as well. And I'm making poor choices with my nutrition, and I'm not as motivated to go to the gym. All of that adds up. If your mindset gets thrown off, you're not willing or at least aware that there's a cost to your mindset as well. And you need things in place to help point you back to that why, right? Why am I doing this? All right, that helps you keep things in perspective. So I have the right mindset of how I can choose to be ready, willing, and able, dial up, dial in on nutrition, on movement, on recovery, all of those things, and again, get others involved. Gratitude journaling, I love doing that for mindset. That really makes a big difference on keeping your why in perspective. Why oh man, I felt such a great workout today. I was really thankful I got to do this. Man, I did some great reading, some devotional, some prayer, some meditation. I feel really good about doing that, and helps me to stay sane and be more present in the moment while I'm at the gym. So I'm focused on that. When I'm at work, I'm focused on that. When I'm at home, I can focus in on that, and they're all helping with it. When you feel like you're a man or woman on an island and you're the only one working towards your goals, it's only your why, and you haven't shared that with others, and you haven't invited them to come along and walk with you on this journey, it's going to be a lot harder, because it's like, why are you doing this when we're supposed to be doing this? You ever had a moment where you communicated and you and your spouse each had different plans for the day, or maybe you had something you wanted to do and your boss said, I need you to do this? Well, when you have competing, conflicting desires, that leads to bad outcomes. All right, someone named James who can speak on that. So as we look at where our mindset is, where our movement, nutrition, recovery mindset, knowing that there is a cost, and whether you are at that last little bit, maybe those last couple pounds that you want to lose, so dialing in to lose that last little bit of body fat, or man, I really want to get to from 300 to 315 on my squat, or man, I just really want to get up and down off the floor with my kids and make guarding a little bit easier, not be so stressed out and tired all the time. Those are great goals to have. We want you to be able to get there, but knowing that there is that cost, and knowing, am I ready, willing, and able to pay that, and what does that actually look like, and what is a cost that I can afford from my body bank account standpoint to start working towards and really achieving those goals. That's really where someone like me can come in and again meet with you, walk alongside you, help you tweak those dials on those 4 pillars to keep going and keep working on that path to reaching success. So hopefully this is something that gave you a little bit to think about and focus in on. If it's something we can help you out with, we would love to. So if you want to book one of those roadmap intro sessions, we'd love to sit down and chat with you. If you want to just make sure you like, subscribe, and share, so if someone you know, love, or reasonably tolerate can benefit from hearing all this information that we try to give you to help you find your greater purpose in fitness, we would love to share it with you and with them as you go through your hopefully great day. So go have a good one, guys, and enjoy.